Welcome back to the Divester Response channel. In today's video, we have a very special presentation. When this happened, when this occurred, I knew that I had some very, very exciting footage, a world premiere. One of the divestors on the Divested Zealot platform, she mistakenly left her camera on. Now, when you hear the voice of this lady, you will know her because she is one of the main ones who be up on Divested Zealot platform. She's one of the main ones who be running her mouth talking about Dusty this, black men are no good. She's one of the main ones who be running her mouth. So when you see how this woman look, you're gonna bust out laughing, and it will prove everything that we've been saying thus far about these divestors and how most of them are nothing but old senior citizens. And when you see this lady, please do not eat or drink while watching this video because I don't want anyone blaming me for them nearly dying once they choke on their food or choke on whatever liquid they are drinking. I'm telling you, when you see this, you're going to thank me. You're going to give me a high five. And also, I'm giving everyone permission to make this video go viral. I'm giving everyone permission to take this video, take it, chop it up, slice it, splice it, remix it, spread it all throughout the manosphere, because this one, they may try to flag my channel because you know how the divestors are. They are cowards, but this is public use information because they're up here running their mouth, but then when the dog bites back, then it's gonna ruffle their feathers. Mark my words. So that's why I'm telling everyone, all of the men that are watching this, all of the females who are riding with us that are watching this, because the clip that we show, this woman who mistakenly exposed herself, she was not only talking about black men, but she was also talking about black females in this particular clip. So you have the permission from the Alpha Black Lion to take her photo and make memes out of her, make memes out of her, and make memes out of her. We finally have one of these divestors on camera. So without further ado, drum roll, and let's hit play for the world premiere of one of these dusty divestors exposing themselves.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I cannot see another one of your twats in the stirrups. I am done. Okay?
And this is the one that you hear now, the one speaking. She is the one that's going to end up exposing herself. Watch. Just hold tight to your seats. Go get your popcorn. Do what you got to do. But this is the one. So we're going to rewind it back. And she's talking about the ladies, black women, who sleep with black men. And she's saying something about they are catching venereal diseases, and she's making this joke and making this mockery. You know how they do, sit up and laugh. But we're gonna show you. Let's start it back.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I cannot see another one of your twats in the stirrups. I am done. Okay? Okay? I am done. And
So apparently she is a nurse or one of them women that work at the local health clinic, because she's saying that she can't see another woman with her legs up in the stirrup in one of them chairs where you put your legs up. So obviously she's a medical examiner or nurse, but we're going to see how long she keeps her job after this photo get out, and we're going to find out where she works, because this woman will be fired. I can guarantee you that.
ladies, I'm sorry. I cannot see another one of your twats in the stirrups. I am done. Okay? Okay? I am done. And I've seen some of you'll try to put perfume down there to help the situation.
Man, that ain't gonna do nothing but give you a UTI.
It gives you a UTI along with the crunch you already got. Okay? It's our.
She's talking about the crunch It gives you a UTI and a crunch that you already got. When you see her crunchy face, she's gonna be the joke. Not what she's speaking about. She will be the joke.
Freddie, I mean, you're already rotten down there. Fix your shit up and stay away from the Dusties. I'm sorry. I don't want to see you in the stirrups anymore. I will die next time. My nose hairs will burn. My eyes will burn and tear up. I can't.
She said she can't, and she's telling someone to stay away from a Dusty. You heard her. But when you see her face, and we're going to take a close look at her face, we're going to examine her face, we're going to examine the gray hairs. This is a old woman.
Go ahead, Aaliyah. It's on you.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I cannot see another one of your twats in the stirrups. I am done. Okay? Okay, I am done. And I've seen some of you. You'll try to put perfume down there to help the situation.
And that ain't gonna do nothing but give you a UTI.
It gives you a UTI along with the crunch you already got. Okay, you're already rotten down there. Fix your shit up and stay away from the Dusties. I'm sorry. I don't want to see you in the stirrups anymore. I will die next time. My nose hairs will burn. My eyes will burn and tear up. I can't.
Go ahead, Aaliyah. It's on you.
So as you see, she mistakenly left her camera on. She put as you can tell in a scene, she put her phone down, and then she didn't realize that the camera was on. So however she had her phone positioned, she had it laying on her back, and it was pointing up to her ceiling fan, as you see.
I'm just listening to everybody else, but I just don't understand why this is the only group of men that you have to speak life into.
Let's rewind that back. I want you to see this, because this is hilarious.
You in the stirrups anymore. I will die next time. My nose hairs will burn. My eyes will burn and tear up. I can't.
Go ahead, Aaliyah. It's on you.
I'm just listening to everybody else, but I just don't understand why this is the only group of men that you have to speak life into. Like their actions, like they need all these cheerleaders. Their actions are really predicated upon what the women do, and no other group of men really is, they don't really need all of that. You got to speak life into them. What the hell does that mean? Yeah. Speaking life into them. So I got to guide him. What am I supposed to do? What is speaking life? What the fuck is that?
I know what speak life into you. Why you want to be with somebody you got to do all that for? Why? Exactly. How is that attractive? I don't understand it.
You should.
Got you. Too late. You see the part where she realized and she tried to immediately shut the camera down. Let's show you again. We got it all synced and timed and ready. Let's show it again.
Yeah. You should do this shit because you should do this shit because this
too late. We got you. Just like that saying goes, anything that's done in the dark will soon come to the light. She is one of many, and you know what? We also got divested zealot pictures, but we're gonna sit on that because we're gonna let her talk herself into a hole. And remember what I'm saying, everything that's done in the dark will come out to the light. So this is the domino effect. The one we have today, she is the first of many that will slowly begin to expose themselves. So now let's analyze her picture, and you're gonna be busting out laughing. You see, this is the woman that you heard that was doing all of that talking. She'll be up on the show every time Diarrhea Zealot goes live. This woman right here is the one that you'll be hearing hiding behind the avatar. And I want to say to your men, you cannot go by the voice of a woman in every case, because just listening to some of these women, they'll have you thinking that they're living this grand life, that they're such beautiful women that white men are chasing after them and they can have any man that they desire. But no, that is the opposite of what it truly is. Now look at this woman. Look at this Dusty right here having the nerve to call someone a Dusty. As you see, let's zoom in on the look at the gray hairs on this woman. Look at the gray hairs on this woman. When you look at the left side of her head above her eyeglasses, her crooked eyeglasses, you see the white. They see the white area where she has the gray hair. We're told you can even look at the gray hairs in her, eyebrow region. Look at the gray hairs in her eyelashes. Look at the color of eyes, green. She got green eyes, so that means she's full of the white man's blood. She don't even look like a complete black woman. So that's why we've been telling y'all that a lot of these women behind avatars, they have self-image issues with the way that they look. They're not beautiful women, and that's why they hide behind the avatars. They've been fooling a lot of these young girls who listen to them, thinking that they're listening to some beautiful looking woman. But these are not beautiful looking women on Divested Zealot's platform. And Divested Zealot looks worse than this woman. This woman, now look at this woman right here. Does she have any reason to be calling anyone a Dusty? Look at her. Now, how many of you men, put one in the comment section, would be seen out on town at an expensive restaurant with this woman? In fact, she couldn't even be a one-night stand. You wouldn't even give her none if you were drunk. Look at this woman. Look at her crooked nose. Now, this screenshot I was able to catch when she was blinking. But as you see, look at her glasses. Look at them old glasses she got on. She got green eyes. Her father is probably white. She got white somewhere in her and have the nerve to be talking about black people. So that's why we say that you cannot trust these divestors, because you're thinking that you're listening to a black person. There's no telling who is behind that avatar. Now let's look at another picture. Look at this ugly woman. Now this one gives you even more detail. Look at her face. Look at this. Look at the wrinkles in her face, and got the nerve to be talking about someone's Dusty. Look at her skin. Doesn't even look healthy. Let's zoom in on her teeth. Look at the plaque on her teeth. Look at the brown on her teeth. Look at her crusty lips. Look at the age spots. Look like she been shaving over her upper lip. Look at all of the spots on her face and all of the freckles. Look at the green eyes. The genetic recessive eyes that she has. Now let's look back at the upper left. The upper left region of her head. Look at all of the gray. Let's zoom in on this gray. Look at all of that gray. You mean she can't, all of that noise she talk, you mean she can't go buy no hair dye? You can't buy no hair dye? Look at this woman. She looks awful and have the nerve to be calling someone Dusty. Look at this. And look at the texture of her hair. Obviously a mixed woman. Look at her strands of gray in her hair. Look. Yeah, that's right. The alpha black lion, I don't just run my mouth. I know what I'm speaking about. When I tell you something, you can bank on it. We got receipts over here. Look at her gray hair. Look at all of that gray hair. And there's nothing wrong with being gray, but I'm just pointing it out that she not even manicured properly. But calling someone Dusty, her hair is unkempt, not even taken care of, not combed. Her breath looks like, it smells like sewer water. Look at her. Imagine waking up to this and she is laying on the pillow next to you and you turn around and you see this dragon laying over there and she opened up her mouth saying, "Good morning, honey," and all of the funk sounding like an old musty cave coming out of her mouth. Look at this. This is embarrassing. This is an example of the type of women that are on Divester Zealot platform. Look at this. Look at this woman. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do your men rank her? Let's be honest. Leave it in the comment section. Would you be seen out on town with this woman? Do you think any white man would want to be with this woman? No man of any race, not even a black man, would want to be with this woman. Look at this woman. If you look up the word ugly in a dictionary, you will see her image right next to the word ugly. Look at this woman. No wonder she's so bitter. We told you all that these divester women are ugly, bitter women who cannot get no man. No wonder she's so mad and upset and on the Divested Zealot panel every day. Look at her. She never imagined that this would take place, but you're playing with fire when you're playing with the alpha black lion. Let's show you more pictures. It's another image. This must be the worst one of all. Look at her nose. Look at her nostrils. One of them bigger than the other one. Look at this woman. And you tell me, does she have any... She got the nerve to be talking about black men. Look at her. Look at this woman. And I can guarantee you, when you listen to the voices of these women on this panel, they sound like old women who've been smoking cigarettes. Have you ever heard Diarrhea Zealot laugh? She got that old Hennessy, that old gin and juice smoking cigarette laugh, like the inside of her throat has been deteriorated from years and years of smoking. That's exactly how she sounds. So this is the woman that works in some medical center. Should probably work in a black neighborhood in a low income area at a local health clinic. Would need to identify her, find out what her name is, and would need to report her to the local medical facility wherever she worked, because she do not need to be working around black people with all of the hatred and vitriol that's coming out of her mouth. She's playing with the right one now. Look at this woman. If you're seeing this in the middle of the night, you're liable to have a heart attack. Look at this woman. This woman got both of her eyes open. No lipstick. Look at her black lips like she smoked. What I tell you? She smoked 20 packs of cigarettes a day. Look at her lips. Look at her black lips. She smoked 20 packs of cigarettes a day. Look at her. The nerve of her to talk about a black man, someone's Dusty. Look at this. If this is not Dusty, I don't know what Dusty is. This woman is hideous. And this is who all of this while been having a nerve to talk about black men. So before I end this video, I just want to say, anyone, any man in a manosphere, any man that you want to make a meme, if you want to take this video, slice it, splice it, upload it on your channels, make sure that this proliferates throughout YouTube, and you can retitle the video to any title that will, expose how divestors really look behind the avatars. Title it in a special way that'll grab people's attention, and let them know that this is how these divestors really look and the reason why they hide behind avatars. Now I get it. Now I understand why you hide behind the avatar. And this is the Alpha Black Lion. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember to take this video, do what you want to with it. You have my right to take and splice this video and edit it. And don't forget to take screenshots of this woman. We're going to make memes of this divester. We're going to spread it all across YouTube and social media. She's playing with fire. They want to play hardball, that, well, they playing with the right ones, because the men of the manosphere, we do not play games, and we have no problem researching and getting the receipts. You're playing with fire when you're playing with us. And this is the Alpha Black Lion signing out. Alpha Black Lion, roar, like, share, and subscribe.